I'm really impressed by her bass drum work, her kick. Those accents were just so solid.
There's all kinds of variations you can have. So her just like intentionally changing that to this bell.
What really happened to Sina Drums? The internet knows her as the girl who broke the rules, the drummer who turned passion into power. But behind the fame, there's a story the world hasn't heard. A global ban, a silent fight with the industry, and a comeback no one expected. This isn't just about drums. It's about defiance, courage, and a dream that refused to die. Stay with us, because what happened next changed everything. This is the untold truth behind Sina Drums, and it will make you see music like never before. The online music community exploded. Musicians, fans, and journalists around the world couldn't believe what they were seeing. One German rock journalist wrote, "Sina took one of the most sacred albums in rock history and placed herself right in the center of it. For a moment, it seemed she had reached a new peak in her career. But then, just 4 days later, the video disappeared. It was blocked worldwide by Warner Music Group, the corporation that owns the rights to Led Zeppelin's work. For an independent artist who relied on YouTube to share her music, the takedown was devastating. Her dream project, something that had taken months of practice and preparation, was suddenly silenced. But Sina wasn't the kind to back down. She recorded a new video titled "Led Zeppelin Blocked My Video," where she calmly explained what had happened. She told her audience that she was filing an official appeal and that she wouldn't let the situation defeat her. Her fans stood with her. For 10 long days, the community waited, watched, and hoped. Then on March 17, 2025, her video returned. The appeal had been accepted. Sina Drums had won her case. The video was restored, and her triumph became a symbol of artistic freedom online. In her own words, "Led Zeppelin therefore was a dream project for me. I wanted to honor every single track with drums only." What could have been a defeat turned into one of the most defining victories of her career. But success brings attention, and attention often brings controversy. As her channel grew past 1 million subscribers, critics began questioning her rapid rise. Some claimed that she owed her fame to the internet, not talent. Others argued that real drummers earn respect by touring, not by posting online. The noise around her name grew louder, but Sina stayed silent and focused. Instead of defending herself with words, she answered with discipline. She enrolled at the Drummers Institute in Krefeld, where she trained in rhythm, performance, and music theory. Then she joined Artezee University of the Arts in Arnhem, Netherlands, where she studied jazz and pop drums. Her time there not only deepened her technical skill, but also expanded her musical range beyond classic rock. While many thought she was just another YouTuber, Sina was quietly shaping herself into a complete professional musician. Still, challenges kept coming. Her covers of artists like Michael Jackson and Dire Straits faced copyright issues. Some videos lost monetization, with revenue going directly to record labels instead of her. For a solo creator, that was a heavy blow, but she took it as part of the job. "If you play other people's music," she once said, "you must play by the rules, but you can still make it your own." At the same time, she faced another unspoken challenge: gender bias. In a field dominated by men, a young woman leading one of the biggest drumming channels in the world was bound to attract both admiration and skepticism. But Sina didn't let that define her. She launched her own original project, the Chai Might album series. These albums, released in 2016, 2019, and 2020, featured collaborations with young musicians from across the globe. They were recorded, produced, and managed entirely by Sina and her small team. Each track showcased not just her drumming skill, but also her ability to produce and lead. Through Chai Might, she proved she wasn't just a performer, she was a creator. Then came the next chapter: live performance. From 2017 to 2021, Sina Drums became the lead drummer for the hard rock band, The Gas. The group carried the raw energy of 1970s rock and even shared stages with icons like Glenn Hughes and Manfred. Man's Earth Band. Performing live transformed her image from a digital drummer into a true stage artist. Her work on the Gas's album Savage earned her recognition within the professional rock community. Soon, her name began appearing in unexpected places. She performed live on German television on ZDF, accompanying the legendary Donovan in a rendition of Hurdy Gurdy Man. The performance introduced her to a nationwide audience. In 2019, she participated in a tribute project to Brian Jones, performing alongside Donovan once again and Jules Jones. Her youthful energy brought new life to the classic sound, bridging generations of rock musicians. Then came one of the biggest milestones of her career, a collaboration with Ian Paice, the legendary drummer of Deep Purple. Paice had discovered Sina through her online cover of Burn. Impressed by her style and precision, he invited her to perform together. Their joint recording in 2021 became a defining moment, a passing of the torch between generations. That same year, Jim Peterick, creator of Eye of the Tiger, invited Sina to perform on the song Dear Life from the album Tigress, Women Who Rock the World. Appearing on an American project alongside major female artists pushed her name even further into the international spotlight. Her journey from small collaborations to grand stages revealed just how far Sina Drums had come and how far she was willing to go. After working on several international projects, she continued to expand her musical footprint. In 2020, she recorded drums for Der Sight, a creative project that showcased her ability to adapt to different styles and tones. A year later, she joined forces with the band Sticky Hickey on their album Witch Doctor, a gritty experimental record that blended classic rock energy with modern production. Though these weren't headline projects, they displayed her versatility, proving that Sina could move seamlessly between mainstream collaborations and underground artistry. But among all her ventures, one stood above the rest: Rock the Opera. Between 2021 and 2022, Sina Drums performed across Europe in this extraordinary concert series, where rock met classical symphony. Sharing the stage with Jo Lynn Turner, the legendary voice of Rainbow and Deep Purple, she brought raw power to elegant orchestras in grand venues like the Vienna Opera House. For a drummer who had once filmed covers in her bedroom, standing under the golden lights of Europe's most prestigious concert halls was more than a performance. It was a statement. She had arrived. Yet, even as the applause grew louder, Sina remained grounded. Her time at Art Easy University of the Arts had taught her that true mastery never ends. After graduating in June 2024, she made another bold leap, relocating to London, the beating heart of the global music scene. There, she built her own professional studio and continued releasing her signature one-take videos on YouTube, which by the end of 2024 had over 1.8 million subscribers and more than 600 uploads. With her trusted Pearl drums and Vic Firth drumsticks, she stayed loyal to her sound, raw, real, and relentlessly authentic. After the Led Zeppelin IV copyright incident, Sina became even more careful. She started documenting every track she used, keeping records of licenses and sources to prevent future issues. She turned frustration into wisdom, transforming each challenge into part of her creative process. Beyond her technical mastery, her story became a symbol of independence. She showed that artists could thrive outside corporate systems, building success through honesty, skill, and community. Even Rolling Stone once highlighted the harsh reality of YouTube's Content ID system, writing, "It can silence even the most original instrumental tributes." But Sina proved that persistence could break through even the toughest walls. Today, her journey stands as proof that passion and discipline can overcome any obstacle. She's faced algorithmic blocks, copyright strikes, gender bias, and endless comparisons. Yet through it all, her rhythm never wavered. Each snare hit, each cymbal crash, carries the sound of resilience. Every drumbeat is a reminder that true creativity cannot be owned, controlled, or silenced. From Marburg to London, from a home studio to the Vienna Opera House, Sina Drums has transformed herself from an online phenomenon into one of the most respected drummers of her generation. Her journey is more than music. It's a testament to what happens when talent meets perseverance. She didn't just play covers. She created a voice that belongs entirely to her. So the next time you see Sina Drums behind her kit, remember that behind those rhythms lies a story of defiance and passion. The story of a young woman who took on the music industry and won. She didn't let the system define her. She defined herself, one beat at a time. If her story inspired you, show your support. Like this video, share it with others, and subscribe for more stories about artists who proved that music, when played from the heart, will always find its way through the noise. Thanks for watching.